as a teacher, you're going to be looking for ways in which you can make the best value from the 7-minute challenge. And one of the techniques is to be very planful about the texts you read aloud to students. Read-alouds are an opportunity for teachers to share with students texts they might not know about, some topics that might be unfamiliar, and texts that might have so many rare words that they would really be a hindrance for students' own reading at that particular point in time. But through read-alouds, we can introduce students to topics. And we are living in an age of just so many incredibly beautiful and informative and rich children's books. Through a book like 14 Cows for America, we can introduce students to international connections of the United States to other countries. And if you don't know this book, this is one that you should just rush out and find in your library. It tells the story of a tribe in South Africa who learned from one of their tribal members who was in New York City on 9/11 about this catastrophe that happened to this great country. And what they did is they took their most valuable possessions, those were cows, and they actually had the ambassador to the United States come and acknowledge this gift. And at last reading, there were now about 35 cows that are in this pasture somewhere in South Africa that are American cows that were given by this tribe. It's a touching story, and there are so many others like Rain School. These are books to be read aloud. They have language that rings, that have expressions, and just helps kids enjoy the incredible beauty of oral language. And through these read-alouds, we spark children's interest, but we also have some things that are in common in our classroom. We have common expressions. We have some common knowledge on which we can build. And I really see read-alouds of beautiful text in terms of their illustrations, but also their language as part of the 7-minute challenge. This isn't the same as reading aloud the instructional text that kids should be able to read on their own. And for some kids, they will be able to read on their own a book like 14 Cows for America. But for other kids in a classroom, they might not be able to. And a teacher is introducing those students to these incredibly rich and wonderful texts.